Week 14, we're talking about my top 10 quarterbacks. I can't wait to get into this. Some of you guys need a win maybe to get into the playoffs, and some it may be even the first round of your playoffs. I'm here to help you set your lineups, make sure you get the best quarterbacks possible. Let's go ahead and throw up the rankings right over there. Coming in at number 10, we're talking about Russell Wilson going against that Chargers defense who ranks 30th against opposing quarterbacks. I like Russell Wilson, what he's been able to do here as of late. He's not throwing up those huge gaudy numbers, but you really see him be consistent. I know he had 3 interceptions last week, but if you look like that, it's been many weeks. I think it was week 6 the last time he threw an interception. Could have been week 5, but he's pretty consistent. Don't worry about what he did last week. He's able to throw the ball quite a bit, and against this Chargers defense, I really like his opportunities to be able to really stretch the field, whether he's going to Cortland Sutton, Jerry Jeudy, and company. I'm telling you, I think Russell Wilson could be a good start this week. I know maybe a lot of people have him outside their top 10s. Here at the Bayou Bengal Fantasy Network, I just want to let you guys know I don't go according to all the other rankings. I use my own rankings, my own brain to try to build the best lineups possible. So that's why I have Russell Wilson here at number 10. I think he has a nice, solid game this week. Coming in at number 9, let's go over CJ Stroud taking on that Jets defense who ranks 4th against opposing quarterbacks. I like what CJ Stroud's been able to do. He's been dominant as of late. I know we've lost Tank Dell, but that's okay. Nico Collins, as we've seen last week, he's able to really throw up a lot of points, even with Nico Collins. I mean, he's got Noah Brown coming back. They got a lot of weapons out of the backfield. There's a lot of things going on here for CJ Stroud to help him be a dominant quarterback for you. And against this Jets team, let's just face it, they're not very good. The Jets are absolutely putrid, and it's going to give a lot of opportunity for CJ Stroud to be that quarterback for you, what you need. If you drafted CJ Stroud later in your draft, you're being rewarded. Don't fret just because he doesn't have Tank Dell. I think he's still a phenomenal play, especially here against the Jets defense. I know they rank 4th to opposing quarterbacks and all, but I still think CJ Stroud, just the amount of passing volume alone that he does, his accuracy, his poise, the way he's developed, I think he's still a phenomenal play this week. I have him here at number 9. Moving right along here at number 8, we're talking about Justin Herbert taking on that Broncos defense who ranks 23rd against opposing quarterbacks. We all know what Herbert does. He throws a lot of touchdowns. He likes to just throw the ball on the field. Now, he is having a lower type of season from what we're used to, but that's okay. He's still a good quarterback. And against this Denver Broncos team, they've been able to throw the ball quite a bit. They may be a little bit better as of late than they have been at the beginning of the season, but they are still a bad defense, and Justin Herbert could take advantage of that. The secondary for the Broncos are not very good. I think Herbert has a phenomenal game. If you have Herbert, feel confident that you have a quarterback that can boost you into the fantasy playoffs. Coming here at number 7, we're talking about Brock Purdy against that Seattle Seahawks defense that ranks 24th against opposing quarterbacks. Brock Purdy has shown us season after season, now starting last season and now this season, he's been able to put up quite a bit of points. We're talking about 20 plus fantasy points for you week in and week out. Yes, he does have some bottom games, but for the most part, he's putting in a solid lineup for you. And against the Seattle Seahawks defense, he's one of my favorite quarterbacks this week. I mean, 24th against opposing quarterbacks. He's going to be able to pass the ball all over the field. And I know CMC pitching to him out of the backfield, I think they're going to have plenty of big plays. Brock Purdy is a phenomenal play for you this week and heading into your fantasy playoffs. If you do have Brock Purdy, he is a nice cornerstone type of quarterback to have on your team. Be happy if you have Brock Purdy. That's why he comes in at number 7. Coming in at number 6, we're talking about Tua Tagovailoa going against that Titans defense who ranks 15th among opposing quarterbacks here. Tua has Tyreek Hill. That's the best wide receiver in the game right now. Tyreek Hill's on pace to having 2,000 yards receiving in this season. He's absolutely phenomenal. And don't forget about Jalen Waddle on the other side. Tua just slings the ball all over the field. He didn't even have to play the full game last week. That could be the case yet again here for Tennessee, but fret not, right? We don't play our game saying, well, will they blow up the Titans? Maybe I don't want to play Tua. Don't play those games. You have Tua. You put him in your lineup. He's a phenomenal play. The Titans aren't going to be able to stop him whatsoever. He's going to sling the ball all over the field. Tyreek Hill will be a boom player for you yet again, which makes Tua a hot quarterback, landing him at number 6. Let's move right on to our top 5. Coming in at number 5, talking about Lamar Jackson taking on that Rams defense that ranks 19th against opposing quarterbacks. Now, even though he may have lost Mark Andrews for the season, it does not matter. Mark Andrews is somebody that he doesn't really per se need, right? I mean, they have a lot more weapons. Odell Beckham Jr. starting to come along. I like Isaiah Likely, the tight end over there that's taking over for Mark Andrews. He's got the weapons around to make it happen. Lamar Jackson not only has a safe floor with the amount of rushing ability he does with his feet on the ground, he can definitely pass the ball with the best of them. So I do like his chances here against the Rams. I still think he's going to have a phenomenal game. I like what Lamar Jackson can give you this week. Lands him at number 5 on my list. Coming at number 4, we're talking about Josh Allen taking on that Kansas City Chiefs defense, who gives up is ranked 6th against opposing quarterbacks. Josh Allen's going to have to keep up with Patrick Mahomes. Overall, the Bills are not having a very good season. He needs to prove that he belongs. He needs to prove that he is the quarterback that we all thought he was. Josh Allen, he didn't start his whole career very well, right? He ended up getting good. He didn't start good, right? And now he's regressed to a point to where people are like, is Josh Allen the quarterback that everybody really thought he was? Or is he a really good quarterback? I think he's a really good quarterback. He can definitely show that against the Chiefs. Should be a lot of back and forth, but I think there's going to be a lot of fantasy points had for Josh Allen this week against this Chiefs defense. So let's go to number 3 here. Talking about the Chiefs here, Patrick Mahomes taking on that Bills defense, ranks 11th against opposing quarterbacks. I do like Mahomes as always. He doesn't have the wide receiver weapons like any of these quarterbacks have on this list, but he does have Travis Kelce, the best tight end in the game. And I'm telling you, Mahomes has not been what the Mahomes we're used to, right? We're used to him throwing 300 plus yards all the time, multiple touchdowns every single game. It doesn't happen like that anymore for some odd reason. Mahomes has regressed a little bit, but he is still a solid quarterback. If you have Patrick Mahomes, there's no question that you're starting this guy, especially against this Bills defense, who it should be a back and forth game like I mentioned earlier. Patrick Mahomes, a good fantasy quarterback for you this week, puts at number 3. Coming at number 2, we know Jalen Hurts taking on that Dallas Cowboys defense, ranks 18th against opposing quarterbacks. We know what Jalen Hurts gives you. He gives you all the tush pushes. He's on the goal line. He's getting a lot of carries. He can do it all, right? He's got huge weapons on the outside. You got A.J. Brown. You got Devonta Smith. There's a lot of weapons there to be had, whether it's throwing the ball or him just running the ball. He's a phenomenal quarterback. If you have Jalen Hurts, you're absolutely ecstatic that he is your quarterback. But I land him at number 2 because at number 1, I have, yes, Dak Prescott as the number 1 quarterback this week, going on against that Philadelphia Eagles defense that ranks 31st against opposing quarterbacks. We got to think about it. The Cowboys are they're a pass first type of offense, right? They're going to be slinging the ball all over the field. Tony Pollard's not doing very good on the ground. They're not going to be running the ball. They're going to be throwing the ball, and against one of the defenses that really just allow quarterbacks to throw up all types of yards. I love Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott went ham sauce when they played Dallas earlier. I think he's going to go ham sauce yet again. Dak Prescott, easily my number 1 quarterback this week. As always, appreciate you guys watching the videos. Y'all, we're pumping out all type of videos to help you prepare your lineups to hopefully get you into the playoffs if you're not in the playoffs yet, or if you're already in the playoffs, help you win week 1 here to advance into the playoffs. Either way we go, guys, we're dropping definitely multiple videos every single week. I can't wait to see you guys on the next video. We'll see you guys next time.